Hey everybody, it's Nicole here again today, and today I am doing a unboxing. And my hair is just, I don't know what it's doing. It's not normally normally doesn't get pretty like this, but it's been really humid here. For those of you who don't know, I was born and raised in Hawaii, and that's where I live. I actually lived on the mainland for a little over 15 years. I lived in Minnesota, lived in Iowa, South Dakota, Nebraska, all like in the Midwest, mostly in Iowa and in Minnesota. My family and I spent about 10 plus years in Minnesota, lived in Eden Prairie for close to, I want to say, 9 years or 8 years, and previous to that we lived in Sioux City, Iowa. So while I do know what crazy cold is like, I do prefer the warmer climates. It is nice and toasty here, although the weather doesn't change. It's usually in the 80s here, and for the most part, it's okay. It doesn't get crazy humid, but today, I mean, while the wind is blowing, it's humid in the house. And just as kind of like a little tidbit, most people in Hawaii do not have central air. Most people have window air, or they don't have air conditioning, because I believe, from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, Hawaii has one of the most expensive kilowatt hours for electricity in the United States. A lot of people here spend loads of money to put solar panels on their roofs, just so they can get like either central air of some sort, or those, like the Fujitsu air conditioning systems. But otherwise, you're kind of left to fans or window air. So like, for example, we rent most of the locals here rent. It's really hard to buy a home here. Mid price range in Hawaii is about $1.5 million, and that's a single family home. And then condo prices, I believe the last I heard, were close to about $1 million. So we rent. Rent is also expensive. Right now, I think rent is running about $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and I think that's for, I want to say, maybe a studio, or maybe a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom if you're lucky, depending on where you're willing to live. So we actually live in the place that in the area that I grew up in. We actually live in a townhome that is literally 5 minutes from the house that I grew up in. Previous to that, we were living in a house that I grew up in. We rented from my parents. That was not a good situation. That's something that definitely we can talk about on Sundays. I decided that on Sundays, and I apologize for the noise. Like I said in my previous video, I live on a very busy, like, main street. So sometimes I swear, people think that it's a raceways, and they just think that you're just gonna speed right on through. And it's a residential area. And so anyway, we live in a townhome, and it's summer, so obviously it's warm. And granted, it gets to be in the 80s pretty much every day here, higher during the summer. And so it's been fairly warm. And for me, it's been tough with the change of weather. Unfortunately, it affects my fibromyalgia. So it's always hard to regulate how things go as far as the aches and pains with that. So we've been kind of off and on running the air conditioning, and I like to open my doors and my windows, but because, like I said, we live on a busy street, it's hard because it gets so noisy. But because we've been running our air conditioner so much, and because it's so expensive, I've been like waiting on the edge of my seat to see what our electric bill is. I got it, and it's close to $300, and that's for just 1 month for a 700 square foot townhome. Granted, we do have 3 window air units, but we don't run them all at the same time. It's usually 1 or 2 units that are running, so we're talking about maybe 1 or 2 air units plus like the lights, which I never turn on all the lights, and the TV, and maybe a couple of other electronics that are on, and that adds up. So anyway, that's either here or there. We can talk about all that, but on Sundays I've decided I want to talk a little bit more about myself, more about self-care. And then I know that Cassie from Niche Craft had asked if I would go over kind of what or how fibromyalgia presents as, and I can tell you, also on Sundays, how I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and then what the symptoms typically are, and then of course how they present for me, because everybody, as you know, is different. So and then like I said, I want to have on Sundays kind of let's chat type of thing where we just I can talk to you about what I do for self-care, and then maybe you could share in the comments what you do for self-care. So today we're going to I finally got my Mary Maxim mystery boxes that I actually ordered on June 30th. I got them not yesterday, but the day before. So it took a while. I was kind of surprised at how long it took to get to me. And granted, they've already drawn the numbers because this was part of the giveaway. I didn't win. My numbers are in there, and I know that they've already drawn numbers, and so that's kind of pointless. So we're going to open the mystery boxes, and unfortunately, as many of you may know, Mary Maxim puts them in these plastic bags, so you kind of see already what you get. It's not really a mystery by the time you open the actual like packaging that they ship it in. So I got 2, and because I wanted to see if I would get the same thing as I did before, or when I get the 2 that I order, are they going to be exactly the same thing? So we're going to do that today. So let's do that. So here's the bag. So we're going to open it. I apologize in advance if the camera shakes. I was having problems getting my ring light and everything all set up. I've kind of jerry-rigged everything, so. All right, so let's see. First is we got 1 of this like massive ball of Fair Isle Liberty Chunk yarn. It's 5 bulky weight, and 262 yards, 7 ounces. And as you can see, it's white. Looks like we got another color, same company, and let's see if I can find a color. It's pomegranate, number 1 of 15.4. And this one actually is a number 4 medium weight. I like the color. I'm kind of near there as far as colors. I don't like really specify, oh, I have to always buy this, or I'm pretty adventurous as far as color schemes go. I like to have a little bit of everything in my, I guess, stash as far as yarns go, whether it's chunky or lighter weights, DK, all of that stuff, and the colors kind of all are wider range. So you got 1 ball of each of those colors, and then it looks like you get 2 of these. This is looks like Babe, a soft cotton worsted. It's 55% acrylic, 4 medium, 3.52 ounces, 100 grams. Color is candy corn or color 107. So there's that. We got 2 balls of that. And then it looks like we've got a couple of these, and I really like these because these are always I like you can use these, like I use them for baby blankets or like little plushies. So this one is Winnie the Pooh. It's 100% micro polyester, made in Turkey. Let's see, color 67. So they don't actually have a name of a color. So it looks like a more turquoisey type color. So we got that color. Let's see. Looks like this one is color 807. It's a very pastel pink. And then they gave 2 of these, same brand, Winnie the Pooh, color 216, and and a nice pastel yellow. So all of these 3 together, I think would make a really cute, maybe small blanket. I don't know, not sure. And then we got a bag of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same, it looks like it's a sole, and it looks like a very thin, yeah, it's a fine, I guess it's maybe like a fingering weight. So it's 30% mohair, 40% silk, 30% premium acrylic, 50 grams, 350 meters, color 232. This is not necessarily a weight that I like to work with, just because it tends to be a little tougher on my hands to work with because it's so thin. It's harder for my fingers to grip onto. And that's also something we could talk about, you know, on the Sundays and stuff. And that's the other thing is that I usually like to take breaks from social media on the days that my husband has off. He works really odd hours. I'm just fully disabled, so doctors have deemed that I am not able to work due to my mental status and my physical status. And you know, I'm not embarrassed to talk about it. I like to educate people that just because you're disabled and you stay at home doesn't mean that you don't contribute. I take care of the kids, do my best at cooking dinner, taking care of the home. I take care of all finances, make sure things get, you know, as far as like any functions and all that stuff with like the family get taken care of. Like school is going to be starting soon for my youngest. My oldest is 19, so he doesn't have he worries mainly about himself. I don't worry too much about him. I let him do his own thing. But my 10-year-old school will be starting on the 1st of August, so we'll need to be doing school supply shopping, so I'll be doing that. And up here, yeah, the brain has been going about 5 million miles a minute because the anxiety has been like thinking about it for a while. Okay, so next we've got, it looks like 5 of the Ultra Mellow Spun DK Weight, color 554811. Let's see. So it's this like maybe olive green. So it's a light 70% acrylic, 30% nylon, 170 yards, 160 meters. And you know, I've gotten this in the previous Mary Maxim box and in a different color. So this is definitely something that I had actually thought about ordering. And I really like this color. Like I said, I'm not like, you know, picky about colors, about working with different colors, because I always think of like, okay, you know, what projects do I want to work on, what I like to work on, or, you know, just to kind of have everything available in my stash to have at my fingertips, to have where I don't necessarily have to also go and get, because unfortunately here in Hawaii we have a very limited choice as far as craft supply stores. We don't have a Hobby Lobby, we don't have Joann's, and we don't have Michael's. We have Ben Franklin. On Oahu where I live, I believe there are 2 stores or 3 stores, and sometimes there is literally like no yarn in their yarn section depending on what store you go to. It sometimes can be really difficult to find certain brands, certain kinds of yarn depending on what you're looking for. So like premier brands, really hard to get. So a lot of things, myself and actually my best friend, who also crochets, we buy through Amazon or other online stores. So if any of you out there have suggestions as far as, you know, small businesses, I like to support small businesses as well, that do small dye lots. Love those too. Or any other, you know, bigger stores, not necessarily Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby to buy from. Let me know in the comments below, because I'm totally willing to go out there, take a look at what they got, and see what the shipping is like, because I'm sure you probably are aware shipping to Hawaii can be super expensive, and I always like to take advantage of either ordering in large quantities, so that I can take advantage of the free shipping or coupons. I did tell my best friend about this app called Honey, and this is not a paid ad. I'm way too small to have that, but there's an app that you can actually add that adds like an attachment of some sort to your browser. And when you go to these stores, whether like, you know, whatever, like Hobby or Hobie, Hirschner's, all of those companies, and it will look for coupons for you to add to your order, so you can get free shipping, you could get 20% off, things like that. I think when I ordered through Hirschner's, I have that coming. I think I got 20% off, or I got free shipping. And then I think when I ordered through Premier, I got free shipping. So it always helps offset the cost as far as that goes. So okay. Anyway, I keep blabbing on. So next we've got another DK Mellow Spun in a darker green. This just looks like more of a like an army green. Yeah, and it says exactly dark green. So again, it looks like I got 4 balls. And then so once I've gone through this, we're gonna see if the other bag I got is different. If it's not different, I'm not gonna go through it. There'd be absolutely no point whatsoever in going through it at all. Okay, so looks like the last 2 is 2 balls of Bernat Premium in gray marl. Let's see. What does it say here? It's a medium 4-weight, 100% acrylic. I worked with this before. I like it, and you can always. I mean, this is. It looks like more of a charcoal color than a black, but I mean, obviously, charcoal or black goes with pretty much everything. So, and then, of course, Mary Maxim always gives patterns. So, and I don't knit, don't know how to knit. I don't know if I have time to knit or have a hard time with the crocheting. I don't think my hands will like me if I try to learn how to knit, because I have so many other hobbies. I don't think I need any more hobbies. So it looks like we've got a couple of I'm horrible with wearables. But this looks like this is a knitting pattern. This one is a crochet one. This is a blanket. I'm really good with blankets, scarves, hats, bags. I'm okay with amigurumis, but I suck at sewing. So it looks like this is another knitting pattern, a scarf. Looks like a cowl, and this one is a crochet. This looks like actually something that I would make. And like my husband's family still lives in Iowa, so that's something probably I would definitely maybe make and send to them. And then this one looks like a granny square throw. It looks really pretty. It's called a Stargazer throw. This is a crochet pattern. So there's that. And then, like I said, this was supposed to be a part of the giveaway. So I got my number. It was 1515. Obviously I did win. It would have been nice. I would have blown all $50 or $100, because I think they drew for three winners and not just one. I think they had two $50 gift cards and one $100 gift card. So I know I would have just completely like blown through all of that in no time flat, because shipping. All right, so I'm gonna take a look at the other bag. So let's see. It looks like it's pretty much the same thing. The only difference is the I'll just open it really quick. The Liberty chunk so I got the white, if you remember, and then so instead of the other like wine color, I got another white instead. So that looks like it's the only difference. And again, it came with patterns, and then it came with a number 1520. Again, didn't win, and that's fine. I won because I got some more yarn to add to my massive stash that I don't need more yarn, but as they say, you never ever can have too much yarn. I just need to like get down and use them, because I want to start making some projects to like send off, like I said, to like my family and stuff on the mainland, because I do like making things and giving them away. That's just who I am. I love making my resin things and not necessarily selling them. I would like to end up doing that, but I tend to be a lot sporadic. So in any case, so what I'm thinking about doing is if you remember from yesterday, and I'll grab them. And because this place is small-ish, I film on my kitchen table. So yeah, that's how small this place is. We don't mind. We're a loving family of four. Like I said, my husband and I have been together for 20 plus years. We've been together since I was 18 and I'm 43. And he's 3 years older than me. And I mean, we're all our own persons, and I love him to death. He and I get along great. Can't ask for a better husband. He takes care of me, and prior to this, I was working outside of the house. I was in insurance. I worked for actually Lloyd's of London. I don't know if you ever heard of that company, but it's a fairly large London-based insurance company that they insure all this weird. They usually insure all weird things. But in any case, I used to be a commercial insurance underwriter for one of the larger insurance companies here in Hawaii. And then prior to that, I used to work for Fireman's Fund slash Allianz, which Allianz is a European based. I think they're based. Yes, they are based out of Germany. So when I used to work on the mainland, when we were in Minnesota, I worked for Fireman's Fund. And then when we moved to Hawaii, they allowed me to keep my job and work remote out of their Hawaii office. And then Fireman's Fund got dissolved and into Allianz because they weren't making money. So I went to work for this other insurance company, and that's what I used to do before I became disabled. So in any case, I would this is how I blew off steam, stuff like this. But I didn't do that the right way, which is what we're going to talk about on Sundays. What you don't do, because you don't want to end up in a space where I am right now. So in any case, this is, if you remember the tray that I made, you can see this is the front, it's the back, it's a tray. You can put your keys in, change. That's usually what it's and it's I mean, I poured and mixed all the liquids and rock hard out. That's what it came out like, if you remember. And this is the little jar with the lid. Again, you probably could put coins, or I don't know, maybe I would put coins. When it comes to resin, it should not come into contact with any foods, things like that you're going to put into your body, because obviously it's like you're consuming plastics and stuff. So I would maybe put change in here. You can put maybe toys, or like your little kids' toys, I would maybe put my son's little Lego guys in here to keep stuff like that. So that, and then the ashtray. The ashtray I would be a little more careful about. You wouldn't necessarily want to put out the hot cigarette out in it. I know most people don't smoke anymore, so I like to make these just you can use it as a conversation piece, or just for decoration. You can put change in it like you would for this. So these are always fun just because it's a different shape. It does have the little divots for these cigarettes, but like I said, most people, my husband smokes, but that's neither here nor there. But I make these, it's just fun. So this is what I'm thinking as I'm blabbing on, is giving away. You would be able to choose want this, this, or this. Retail value, usually if I were to sell this is would be I think I said $25. This would be probably about $25 or $30, maybe more, because it takes a lot of resin, and resin is expensive. Resin is really expensive, and I buy my resin by the gallon, so it can get expensive. So usually I tell people if they want to get started in resin, to start small. Just buy small, bottles of what they want to try. Because there are a gajillion, like yarn, there are a gajillion brands of resin, two-part epoxy resin to try. And then you find the one that works for you and works best. My favorite is Puduo resin, just because for me, it has a long working time, and it cures fast. It does the humidity for me. I don't have problems with my projects bending or anything. But I will say, if I send this through the mail, sometimes things do bend a little, because if the resin item gets really hot, just like with anything that is possibly plastic, it will bend. So it's kind of a tricky thing. So anyway, I'm thinking about either you would be able to pick this, or the jar, and then I'm going to give away the one mystery bag. And I'm thinking about doing it where I'm going to give it away to give back to the community. So I'm going to announce what I'm going to do on Sunday. So what you'll need to do is come back to my channel on Sunday, because I probably won't be posting anything. Let's see, today is on Friday or Saturday. So today, I believe, today's Wednesday. So I won't be posting anything on Friday and Saturday, because that's usually when my husband is off. So I usually stay off of social media. I don't post anything on Instagram, because that's where I'm at. I'm not on Twitter, and I'm not on well, I have a Facebook account just so that my youngest can use his Oculus, but I don't post anything there. I'm on Instagram, and Instagram only. So I am thinking, number one, you'll need to come back on Sunday and watch my video that I post. And you'll need to watch it from beginning to end. And I'll probably have something stuck in there on how to enter. And then I'm going to give away, and you can choose either the jar, the tray, or the ashtray. And then you get one of the Mary Maxim gift bags. So that's a retail value of, let's see, the Mary Maxim bag, I think on their website right now is, they say it's on sale for $30. And as we know, obviously their mystery bags are worth a lot more than that. And then one of my resin items, so that is, like 25, 30, or like this, I would probably sell for about $40 to $50. So we're talking about maybe close to $100 worth of retail value stuff. And then, but like I said, I want you to come back on Sunday, hang out, watch my video, and then enter to win the giveaway. And because I need to give myself a little time to process on how I want to decide when I'm gonna trigger drawing the winner, but I do want you to come back on Sunday and watch my video, and hopefully learn a little bit about taking care of yourself, because that it really is what my channel I want to be about, is not just about having fun and talking about yarn and all of that stuff, but also about taking care of yourself. So so come back on Sunday. We'll talk about all of that stuff, and then we'll give away a whole crap ton of yarn, and then one of my projects, and then maybe I'll draw 3 winners, where the first prize winner will get their choice of the resin projects, and then they get the mystery bag, and then the other 2 winners will get to, the second prize will get to choose between the other whatever, and then the third prize will get whatever's left. So come back on Sunday, and then we can do a giveaway, and then yeah, we'll have some fun talking about some self-care. So until next time, please like and subscribe. I would like to grow, but like I said, I'm not expecting thousands or millions of followers. I'd be happy with 500 or 1,000, 200, or if I reach 100, that would be fantastic. But just an audience to kind of get the word out about surrounding chronic illness, chronic pain, mental health, mental wellness, and then, like I said, sticking some fun in with talking about yarn, and talking about just my fun resin stuff and other fun things. So yeah, because I do have a lot of other things lined up. So until Sunday, no, I take that back, because I think today is Today is Wednesday, I believe. So anyways, so come back on Sunday, and uh, we will decide what we're going to do with the giveaway. And I would really love it if, like I said, like, subscribe, you comment, share, tell me to shut up because I'm talking too much. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do, because I like giving back, and I really want to be able to give back to you guys in hopes to encourage self-care awareness and stuff like that, but just to have some fun. So until next time, I will talk to you all later. Okay, bye.